that's going to be very, very cumbersome, but it might maybe be worth it in the long haul. I don't know if anybody else is using dividend trackers. I'm sure you guys are, especially dividend people. Let's see here. I've got these that I haven't even checked out yet. I might like them better, maybe. I don't know. Not all of these are dividend trackers. iScrap is keeping track of scrap metal prices. Because I call it my mortgage insurance, but I basically save scrap metal on my land, but I got 15 acres, so it's like I can do that. I save my old vehicles, I save scrap metal, and I basically got a junk car section, and I've got a scrap metal section, and I just basically store metal for a rainy day. And if for some reason I've struggled to pay my mortgage, then I can take my scrap metal to the scrapyard and scrap it. That being said, I would like to keep track of the scrap metal prices, and maybe when it peaks, I can go and sell it at that point, and then move that money over to dividends, you know, and that will help me have mortgage insurance, if you will. So, okay. So that's a theory that I'm working on. If I can keep track, if there's like a scrap metal chart that keeps track of the scrap metal prices, like they got the gold and silver charts and the stock charts, that'd be cool. Then I can keep track of the scrap metal charts as well. So I'm starting to look into that. I just haven't got around to actually doing it. Then I would like to keep track of the gold prices and the silver prices so I can buy them while they're down as well. But dividend trackers, I've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 of them, it looks like, that I still need to look into. I've got these, which I like so far. This Dividend Watch one you have to pay for. It might be worth it, but I'm reserving judgment on that one. I like it so far. Because with this one, if I paid for it, I can have I wouldn't have to reorganize all my stocks. So like right now I've got similar stocks in different portfolios in different places. Like PBR, I've got PBR in Cash App, and I got it in Robinhood. And then there's some other ones I got in Robinhood and I got in Webull. So I could keep track of them here in separate portfolios for separate brokers. That's why I need to call them brokers, because that's technically what they are. Robinhood is a brokerage. Cash App is a brokerage. I think that's their proper terminology. I'm not up on all the terminologies. I speak in layman's term, I think is the right word. But I speak human But anyways, and I try to keep it simple, stupid, you know. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. But anyways, try to keep it simple for myself and for others, because I know when I first started out, I didn't know jack crap, and people were talking all this weird shit, and I'm like, what the fork are you talking about? So, you know, I feel like I'm doing a service to people by keeping it real, keeping it grounded, keeping it not common sense, but common language. You know, trying to help you interpret stuff. I'm learning too, but I'm a year old now, a little over a year old, so I'm still kind of a baby, but I'm approaching toddlerness in this field, so I'm almost a toddler now, and so maybe I can help the newborns in this department kind of get a leg up, like I am doing with my nephew and my brother and my girlfriend, and I was doing with my dad, but I ended up having to cut him off because I think he's a narcissist, and he started doing narcissistic bullshit to me that just pissed me off, and I just was like, you know what, we're done until you grow up. But anyways, he'll probably never change. He's too old to change. But anyways, we won't go there. Yeah, so I like this one because, like right here, it basically gives me a breakdown of my monthly income. And then I think if I click here, okay, I'm wrong. I thought this gave me a breakdown of my monthly income as well. Like it did before on the other side, on the other page. But okay, right here it tells me my annual income for ARR is $88. I don't think I've updated this one. Yeah, I don't have 34 shares yet, but I'm about to. So that'll raise my income to about $125 a year. But anyways, like I says, I like this one because, well, it was the first one I discovered that was like this. Now, just going back, this is the one I'm using the most now because it's either free or it's more free. I haven't tried to create another portfolio. I didn't realize I could create multiple portfolios until today. Because over here it says select portfolio. Manage portfolios. I'm afraid to hit new portfolio because I don't want to delete my old one by mistake. But before I do that, let's go back over here. out of everything I've already added, I mean, I can start over. I just started, so it wouldn't hurt me too bad if I accidentally deleted this. I could just go back in and rebuild it pretty quick. I only have 19 assets in here. But, you know, I could not worry about moving all of my assets around and have multiple portfolios. But I don't know that this would calculate all of my portfolios together, or if I would have to change what portfolio is looking at. But anyway, overall I've got 12% yield. I'm making $7 a month. On average. Projected annual income is about $100 a year so far. Need to put 3 zeros on that at least, but we're getting there. Dividend growth is in the negative 38%, almost 39%. That's because I've got some stocks that don't have good dividend growth. So you want stuff that has a good dividend growth, they say. So yeah, ideally for long-term investing, and the younger you are, the more long-term investments you want. The older you are, the probably more risky investments you might want, because you're trying to make more money faster, or a balance of both. So, like I said before in previous videos, right now I'm more aggressively doing aggressive stocks because I'm trying to pay down my credit cards. And so whatever the interest rate is on my credit cards, which is about 20% or more, that's what yield I'm looking for. So I'm typically only investing in stuff that pays 20% or more. That being said, I had Hershey stock, which is only paying like 3%. This app says it's only paying 2%. Almost 2%. But it's got 12% dividend growth. So that's good. Anyway, so there's that too. Maybe I should be also looking at stuff that has a 20% dividend growth and investing in those as well, even though they may pay a lower dividend. And then that will give me a safe investment as well as a risky investment because of the 20% yield or better. So anyway, I don't know. I'll cross that bridge probably soon. I'll start looking for high dividend growth stocks and also invest in things that are 20% or more in dividend growth, even though it has a low yield. But anyways, Hershey, I just bought Hershey stock in Cash App, even though I already had some in Cash App. because I also had some in Robinhood. So I cashed out the one in Robinhood, made a few cents, not a whole lot of money. But then I rebought the same amount of dollars worth in Cash App, but it was down on the Cash App side because I had previously bought it at a higher rate. So it was lower on the Cash App side than where I had bought it before, but higher on the Robinhood side to where I had bought it before. So I made money on the Robinhood side, not much, and then I went over and bought it on the Cash App side where it was down from where I had bought it previously. So I lowered my average over there. But it was only a couple bucks, so it didn't really make a big difference, but it was still an improvement, if you will. And I didn't really lose any money, so I just basically moved my asset from one portfolio to another. So let's see, I now have 0.02 shares, 0.026 shares, which is worth about $5 right now. And let's see, what is the dividend on that? 12 cents. Hey! So yeah, it's not much, but it's already in my portfolio, so I just kept it in my portfolio. Just moved it from Robinhood over to Cash App. So anyways, so yeah, let's try this. And maybe I won't have to move all my stuff around in order to keep this organized. So let's create a new one. Cash App. Create. Alright, cool. Now it says 0. See, I don't know. I think I'd just rather have new portfolio, Robinhood. Portfolio. We all. New portfolio. Schwab. And actually, I might actually use the Webull and the Schwab portfolio. Oh, combined. Well, this might actually work. I might actually like this one better. Default. Alright. I'm gonna delete default. start over. Combine. And I'm gonna see if, oh, let me set my goal to $100,000, because that's actually my goal. So I need to get to that goal, and then once I get to that goal, I can up it to 200,000. Yeah. All right. So yeah. All right. I guess I'll keep you posted as to how this works out. So far, so good. This one's free. I like it. I don't know if they have a paid version. It hasn't prompted me to pay for anything, but if it does, I might actually pay for this one. It might be worth it. But I'm going to still try out a couple other dividend trackers. Like this one. I need to try this one out. Continue. probably my liar dispatcher anyway. I don't know if I like this one as much as the other one, but I don't know. We'll see. I gotta pull into this rest area and go to the bathroom. So, and check my text messages. I'm sure they got another load for me, but I'm going home. I normally like to do 2 round trips and then go home, but I think my liar dispatcher is working now, and I don't like to deal with him. And I got plans, so and I'm changing companies probably. So I got plans for Sunday and Monday. Today's Saturday, and then Tuesday I'm gonna go do my drug test and physical for the new company. And then maybe Wednesday I'll go back to work. I don't know, we'll see. And because I don't have any tree jobs or U-Haul jobs for my side hustle right now planned, and so I'll just be working on the farm and whatnot, and spending time with my girlfriend. It's not quite our anniversary yet, but it's almost, and we got plans for said time. And yeah, when I go back to this, when I go to this new company, I'll probably be driving more, but I'll have more money to invest in dividend stocks so that in the future I don't have to work as hard. Good news is I did make money on Zim, and not on dividends, because they lowered their dividend. Not that I blame them for lowering their dividend, but because they lowered their dividend, and but I had cash value in the stock because the stock went up. I ended up cashing out, and I actually made more money on the cash value side than I would have made on the dividend side. But I made about what I should have made on the dividend side originally, what I thought I was going to make. But because they were upside down in their earnings, they couldn't afford to pay us the high yield dividend that we were expecting. They only gave us 1%, which is probably more than they could afford to give us anyways. So, no hard feelings to Zim. I love Zim so far anyways. They've been awesome. But you know, business is business. You can only do what you can only do. And so they gave us what they could afford to give us. And so I cashed out so I could pay down my credit cards. And I did. I paid $3,000 down on my credit card. So that's down. Which is one of the reasons why I was investing in Zim in the first place, is to help me pay down my credit cards and then eventually get ahead in life. So once the stock drops in value, I've already got auto buys. I'm gonna go ahead and, when I got paid, after I got paid, I went ahead and put an auto buy in for when it drops down to $15 a share, which is lower than my average, is $16.16. And yeah, I'll just slowly start buying more shares. And eventually the dividend will go back up. Their earnings per share will go back up. And we'll all be good. Meanwhile, OP, it has not paid a dividend in over a year. So I'm slowly going to cash that out and roll it over into Zim. So as the cash value goes up in OP, I'll cash it out and buy Zim when it goes down and invest in Zim instead. So, and basically Zim and OP are competitions to each other. So, competitors. Anyways, but yeah, I thought OP was paying dividends, but they haven't for whatever reason. I don't know. They're probably upside down also. Anyways, gotta go. Talk to you later. Bye.